And here we are. It is NewMutator, and I'm joined once again by Asmo. It is game number 5 in the DE4 match between the Silent Sentinels and the Southern Parkians. We're looking at the Silent Sentinels. They are going to be this. What color would you say that is, Asmo?
Looks like a purplish on my screen, maybe. I can't really tell.
Maybe like
Violet.
a periwinkle or something.
Yeah.
Although, you know, I know most real men don't recognize that such a color actually exists. So I'm just going to say it's like a gray color. Osmo, Toxin, Monty, Honky, Lizard King, Smack My Bitch Up is actually blonde, and Roadkill all showing up. So it looks like it's actually 7 players at this point for the Silent Sentinels. So you did lose somebody.
Yeah, I think Kron ended up taking off. The match is over at this point, so I think he has stuff to do.
And Milkman didn't want to. He didn't want to play at this point either.
Oh wow, Milkman isn't in here, is he?
No,
maybe his internet crashed or something. I can't remember.
All right, and then opposite you guys, it is the Southern Parkians in the black. They're going to be starting in the south. Giant Killer, General Captaining for them, of course. Randy Marsh, who I think we agree is Browning. Ghengis Khan, Homer, Eastwind, Kruniak, Craig, and Paris are all here for the Southern Parkians. Can you give us a little bit of insight into kind of how you were feeling at this point in the game or in the match?
At this point, the match was over, but we played them pretty well throughout the whole match, other than that last Dark Canyon game. So we felt like we had a chance to take in one game, and we didn't want to get embarrassed. So we were going in this game trying to take one, make it interesting for whoever would end up watching the films later.
All right, so you wanted to save a little bit of face, I guess, and you felt confident that you can do that, even though you were eliminated and effectively out of the tournament by the time you played this game?
Yeah, and for this map, I felt like we had our best strategy prepared too, so that also helped.
Is that the tag the flags and then retreat to the base? Okay, we'll see how that. I think there's a pretty good chance. I mean, I actually like that strategy. I think it's pretty. It worked really well against our 3, and it very well could work here against the Southern Parkians. I actually like that strategy a lot. I think it's pretty effective. And it looks like they might be doing the same, although you opt not to take any archers, and they're actually taking some archers for themselves. Although actually no, I think you have a couple more dwarves than they do.
Yeah, we maxed out dwarves. Let's see. They got 5, it looks like.
They take I think they take 6 altogether.
Okay, they did max 2.
Well, isn't max 8?
No, it's 6 on this map.
Oh, okay. Then I totally should check my eyesight, because I thought that was 8 dwarves that you guys took, but it is 6. And is this you circling on the map, flag number 3?
Flag.
Or is that them?
No, that's me circling. The 2 flags on our side is just letting Monty, I think, and someone else who were supposed to defend those 2 flags know where they're supposed to go.
All right, and so you're going to you're basically your strategy here is the goal pack, send in the goals, and maybe get an early tag.
Yeah, so we were afraid that maybe they watched the R3 films and knew that we were going to do this gold pack, and that they would have a lot of defenses set up on flag V and VI. And so we adjusted the strat a little bit, send the gold pack straight through the mid this time, like we did, hoping that we would get there before they had defenses there. But it appears they didn't watch the film, since they didn't put a lot of defense on those flags.
But what's Honky doing? It seems like he's doing a little back and forth with that gold pack, and maybe not being as effective as he could be with that. And it looks as if you're going to vacate the middle. Your team not going to stick around there. You're going to concede the middle to the Southern Parkians and let them take that.
Yeah, our plan was just not to really fight there, just to slow them down from pushing to our flags while the goals went in, tag their flags.
And here we go. Honky was just biding his time. He is going to take flag 5. And I guess he's going to swing around and take another flag. Quite possibly. Although, you're in a pretty good position with Lizard King to take all of their flags if he continues to push. But I'm not sure if you knew that at this point or not.
I don't think I really gave them directions at this point. I saw that our goal pack is in their backfield for the most part, and that we'd have a good chance of taking one other flag, so I was pretty confident that the goal pack could do the job. And let Lizard King decide what's best for him to do.
Right. Yeah, I just noticed that he was in a good spot to continue to push and maybe flag, because it is flag rally, and maybe take all of the flags that Southern Parkians have, since they don't really have much by way of defense at this point.
Yeah, that might have been a good idea.
But who knows? Basically, you're playing a more defensive game. Like you said, it is a light map, so perhaps you feel more confident playing a more defensive game.
Yeah, that was the plan. Just hope our goal pack does the job on flagging them, and everything else play pretty defensive.
All right, and so the Southern Parkings are kind of arrayed. Looks like they're splitting up their force and pushing. They want to take flag 3, and they go ahead and take that, and flag 4.
We just took one of their back flags. If you missed that, the goal pack did. Or is that what you were watching?
Well, I noticed that. I noticed you took it, and actually a pus went down, and you actually cleaned up all those thrall. So all these goals should be. Well, one of them has 4 kills. That's pretty impressive. So Honky's goal pack doing a stellar job so far. He might actually. Actually, I don't know if he'll be able to take flag 8 or not, or flag 6 with his remaining goals. I don't think he has any pus remaining either. I'd say he does not. But having said that, you are kind of in the lead because of that.
Yeah, once we get 2 flags with the strat, it puts us in a really good position. So he did his job.
Right, and here we have Ghengis Khan. Ghengis Khan and I guess Browning kind of trying to take flag number 4 from you guys in kind of the northeast. But so far Monty's holding that off. And while that's happening, the rest of your team does indeed return to your base to play a straight up defensive game. You have 3 dwarves on that rampart and 2 on this one. So Monty doing a pretty good job, I think, defending so far. He has a couple of kills there, and each of these 3 melee having a kill of their own. So doing pretty good. Oops, I clicked away just as I think that dwarf got bombed there.
I sort of missed it too, but what I think happened is Ghengis Khan lit another bottle on the ground and exploded on him. I think that's what happened.
I missed that just as it happened. So kind of an interesting move. That's actually it's actually something that a lot of the some of the more skilled players tend to do with more success, as they maybe like a noob wouldn't really see that opportunity.
Yep, it's a pretty good move to do. It's always disappointing when it works against you.
So roadkill with this dwarf, he can actually move that into position if he wants to rain down from above. I'm not sure. Yeah, here we have a couple of archers. Homer has those archers. He's going to try to set a fire arrow down. And I just wanted to say something for everyone who's watching. I'm using a beta of 1.8, and that's why you can see these selection boxes through these obstacles. You know, the walls here. And if you were ever wondering why that's the case, that actually has been fixed for 1.8. But because I'm using a beta, my beta is not fixed. So you just have to wait for that to come out. So I don't know if you ever noticed that or not, at Asmo.
You can click units through the wall, or how's that work?
No, if you watch the film later, I can actually see units. I can't actually see the units, but I can see their selection boxes through the wall.
No, nope, I never noticed that.
Which is, it's actually kind of handy.
Yeah, I'll take a look at that next time I watch a film.
So what are you guys thinking at this point? Obviously, you're somewhat up in percentages. You have a pretty good position compared to them. You are basically winning so far, and all you need to do is hold. What are you kind of feeling at this point? How do you feel?
Yeah, at this point we feel really confident. We feel that we've pretty much won the match, unless if the myth gods go against us, then we start dudding with all the doors.
Or won the game anyway, as the match has been lost at this point.
That's correct. Yep.
There you go. The bombing from above. Roadkill attempting to take out Ghengis here in kind of the northeast area.
Yeah, this was pretty funny to watch as a captain. Sometimes it's hard to throw over that wall. You have to do like a little control clicking in the right spot.
Oh, there we see that same maneuver being attempted there by Toxin, but unable to keep that bottle lit to take out those archers. Basically, the archers are going to be, I guess, the one unit type to watch out for at this point, but on the other hand, they too are vulnerable to these dwarves because of that position.
Yeah, sometimes throwing a flame arrow up there can kill a dwarf, but it's pretty hard.
Yeah, but we see here Roadkill taking out all of those archers with the little help from that Puskull. And it doesn't seem like... I haven't even been watching the chat at all, but Southern Parkians kind of... I guess they didn't watch your film, huh? From the R3 match, or else they would have known you were going to do this.
Yeah, I don't think they did, so that helped us out.
So I guess if you're going to follow anybody for their loss here, that would be Giant Killer General. And I say that with only the utmost respect, because I would probably lose anyway, no matter what, even if I did know the strategy was coming. Although Kruniak is going to infiltrate along with Browning. Kruniak just taken out there. But Browning is inside the almost all by himself here. Ghengis Khan, a lone warrior, helping him to defending that dwarf. So that dwarf is going to be able to do quite a bit of damage. And Kruniak is attempting to infiltrate again, and actually he's going to get in, it seems. But uh-oh, Browning, I think he retreated a little bit too far, but no! Looks like you dudded on him there, and weren't able to take him out ultimately, but Monty to the rescue, and actually Blonde and Monty kind of helping out there. And so Browning was actually inside your base.
Yeah, he did a pretty good job getting through there, but people responded quickly.
I think that could have gone bad for you guys, but you know, a single dwarf by himself inside your base, he did do quite a bit of damage. Let's see how many kills he has. He has 4 kills. Oh yeah, sending that Journeyman after him, that's going to pretty much doom him. Journeyman take so much damage. And Eastwind actually infiltrated as well, but I don't know if he has enough melee here to take this flag. As all of these Thrall coming in, and they're going to chase him away.
Sudden death.
So flag 2 was the more contentious flag. I guess that one had only 2 dwarves on the ramparts as opposed to 3. And Eastwind doing actually a fairly good job. But
see my
wow.
dwarf die there.
Yeah, I saw your dwarf taken out. Honky, though, with an amazing shot. And basically ending Eastwind's reign of terror on flag number 2. That flag is going to be
Game over.
secured, and Silent Sentinels do take a game, game number 5, in their match, in which they lost, actually, and were eliminated. So it's good to see that your team rallied and actually ended up taking a game.
Yeah, it was nice to get at least one win, make it look respectable.
Yeah, I'd say you had a fairly respectable run. You know, I think early on you had some attendance issues, and that hurt a little bit. But I think you played a lot of great games. You know, I watched quite a few of them, if not all of them, and I'd say there was a lot of improvement throughout the tournament, I think.
Yep, our team did pretty good. They did. I think we finished 4th or something. So I was proud with how we ended.
Right. Yeah. Because at this point in the tournament, there's only 3 teams remaining. Southern Parkings are going to move on, and basically they're going to play against the Name Changers in the bottom bracket finals. And actually, that match has already been played at this point, so I'll be casting that for you fairly soon, I hope. And after that, whoever wins that match, is going to move on to the finals of the tournament and play against and challenge Grim's team, or my team, as Grim likes to call it. And so in this game, Honky getting a lot of kills, 18 kills. He had that gold pack, and then he had that dwarf at the end. Didn't have too much damage and had a lot of losses, but I think he played fairly well for the Sentinels. And
yeah,
yep,
it's our most important player that game. Just getting those 2 quick tags, gold pack.
Yeah, that set your plan into motion. So that was it was good that he succeeded with that. That was pretty much the whole game rested on his shoulders, I think. Roadkill doing fairly well, 76 damage for him. Actually, nearly everyone on your team had positive ratios, I think, except for you, and you and Blonde, I think, had 9 kills and 13 losses, but everyone else managed to get positive ratios, and in fact, your team did fairly well, I'd say. I think they played pretty well throughout the match, barring 1 or 2 games. But I think what was it, game 2? You guys could have won, and you won here. So you know, if you had actually won game 2, you would have been replaying game 1, and then who knows what would have happened, right?
Yeah, it would have made things interesting, that's for sure, but I think they were definitely the better team, so can't really complain.
Alright, so looks like Eastwind actually did the best in terms of ratios for the Southern Parkians. 10 kills for him, although Ghengis Khan did take damage with 58 for the Southern Parkians. Ghengis Khan was he basically took out Monty's dwarf, I think, on, was it flag 5?
Yeah, it was the west flag. I forget what number that was.
Yeah, that was flag 5.
Yep.
Yeah, so and then Eastwind, of course, broke in through the mid here, I think, into kind of into your fort, I guess is what you would call it. I don't even know. What would you?
Yeah, fort. That's what I call it. That works.
All right, excellent. Well, I wanted to thank you again, Asmo, for joining me. I do have something special planned for the rest of the DE4 well, I should have somebody else dual casting me for those games, and then I think I have something else in store as well before we get to the finals. So keep checking these, keep checking my channel, keep checking out these videos if you're interested in the Myth World Cup 2012 and how it kind of what happens. And so my condolences, Asmo, on being knocked out, but I'd say you did pretty valiant, had a valiant effort here. So
yep, thanks for having me. It's fun casting.
My pleasure. Well, this is NewMutator signing out, and Asmo as well. We'll see you for the next match. Did you want to say something, Asmo?
Nope. I think I'm pretty good.
All right.
You covered it all.
Okay, excellent. So we'll see you guys next match.
Later.